Okay, so you've unlocked your first push-up. Maybe you've worked up 10 push-ups, and now you're wondering, what do I do from here? How do I get to a planche? How do I get to these guys doing clap push-ups? What is even an archer push-up? Well, today I'm going to show you the 3 variations that you can do on your push-up to make sure that you can actually progress in strength rather than just in progressing in endurance. So, if you watched the previous video, you know that to get your first push-up, we worked wall, box, knee, negatives, full. Today, we're going to be looking at 3 variations that you can basically do on this to basically mean that you can add more acceleration and therefore force into your push-up. And it comes from tempo, speed, and leverage. Intrigued? Cool, let's get right into it. So what I see all the time is people getting their push-ups, their pull-ups, and then that's all they do. They literally just go from 1 push-up to 100 push-ups. They go from 1 pull-up to 10 pull-ups. And hey, that is fantastic, more power to you. But that's like saying, I got my first 20 kilo barbell squat, and now I'm gonna do 100 squats in a row with a 20 kilo barbell. It's like, add weight. And the reason why you add weight is because the body adjusts to that weight, and all you're basically doing is building your endurance rather than building up your strength. Okay, so what we actually need to do now is we need to be challenging the body in a new way in this pushing range of motion with these 3 elements, tempo, speed, and leverage, to then progress from here. It doesn't mean you need to learn any new movements, it's just manipulating the push-up, so then rather than doing 100 push-ups in a row, you can do 5, say, explosive push-ups, and you're gonna get even more bang for your buck rather than just getting more endurance. So, let's go through tempo. One of the easiest ways that you can make the push-up harder is slowing it down. What do I mean by that? Guy, the manager of CaliUnity, one of his favorite ever workouts to do or exercises to do is a 1-minute push-up coming down and then a 1-minute push-up coming up. Try it. Okay? If you think that's easy, try it, get back to me. It's pretty horrible, okay? Because again, that is basically the 100 push-ups, but you're just doing it with 1 push-up. So you can try different variations. The second one, which is one of my personal favorites if I'm tight on time, is bring Sally up, bring Sally down, right? It's literally a song that goes, bring Sally up, bring Sally down, and you hold the bottom, blah, 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 bring.
Hold it here.
Right, I think you do like
hold it here.
20 push-ups in the whole workout, but I'm cooked halfway through. Okay?
Down.
That's a fantastic way to
get through the whole song, you get kicked out. Come on,
but you're changing the tempo to then make the push-up a lot harder. So try those, see how they are, and get back to me. Next one is speed. Well, F equals ma. If we can accelerate the mass, which is our body, faster, we can produce more force. More force means we're tearing more muscle, which is great. We get more growth. So how about you work towards these people doing Superman push-ups, where they do a push-up, they come up and they're literally flying, or clap push-ups and explosive push-ups. It's actually really, really simple. You just do a push-up, you push as hard as you can, and you might get to the point where you feel your hands becoming weightless. Great. Do it again. Maybe you might even be able to push at the top and you might get a bit of air time coming off the floor. Maybe on the next one you try and push up and see if you can get a clap. Maybe on one of them you push up and you might be able to get your legs off the floor. See how high you can get off the floor with your push-up on this variation, and the more explosive you do, the more you're accelerating the mass, which is your body, which means the more force that you produce. And the last one is leverage. Now, what this actually works into is called the pseudo planche push-up. You do not need a bench press. I remember when I first got into calisthenics, I could pause bench press 140 kilos because I was a powerlifter before. And then after about a year of just purely doing calisthenics, I didn't do any weights. I came back. One of my friends was on the bench press. And I said, hey man, can I jump in? He had 140 kilos in the bar. I did it for 3 reps. And I literally hadn't done any weights for that year. All I was doing was planches, pseudo planche push-ups, all these movements that I'm saying now, and that gave me so much more strength than just doing the body weight, the barbell stuff. So the way that you do a pseudo planche push-up is very, very simple. We're gonna be leaning forwards over the hands and trying to get the base of support, which is your hands, closer and closer to the center of mass, which is your belly button. And what that means is that increases the leverage and the force that you have to then put into your shoulder, which means you can do less reps and we can produce more tension. And so what I want you to do is turn your hands from this position, so almost like first or middle finger forwards, to thumb facing forwards, because that actually means now we can lean forwards. You want to be in a plank position, you want to round your shoulders, tuck the tailbone underneath, you want to lean forward as far as you can, you want to come down in your normal push-up as you would do before, and then you squeeze back up, but I want to make sure that you're keeping that planche lean at the top, protracting and rounding the shoulders. And it's simple, the more you lean forward, the harder it is. So try and get as far forward as you can. Eventually, you want to get to the point where you're actually feeling weightless in your feet and you can actually float in that position. That's called a bent arm planche position. Once you're at that kind of progression, you can move straight onto the tuck planche, which is going to be one of the next videos in this series, to work basically on your straight arm variation and working into literally floating with calisthenics. So hopefully that answers the question of the start of the video. How do I make my push-ups harder? Simple: tempo, speed, and leverage. If you guys like this video, please make sure to hit the like button below. That just means that I know which videos you guys enjoy and which ones I should make more of. If you have any questions on any of this, or you tried this stuff and you want to tell me how it went, leave it in the comment section below. I get back to all of the comments on the CaliUnity YouTube. And if you know anyone else who's been doing 50 push-ups, 60 push-ups, and hasn't seen any progress and actually wants to get stronger rather than getting more endurance, send them this video. It's completely free and it might help them get stronger, and also you can maybe work out with them and help them as well. All right guys, if you want to see more videos just like this one, the whole point of this channel is making health education accessible to everyone, especially those that don't like the traditional gym but still want to get the results it gets, like getting toned, mobile, and strong. So we're taking the lessons that we learn from our world-class facility in Bath, the CaliUnity gym, and we're putting it online completely for free for everyone. All right guys, so thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed this, please make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.